What is up, fellas? Welcome to another little play of all this goodness. And at first, I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna leave commentary out of this. I kind of don't really feel like, blah blah. But then I thought, I do have a little bit of things to maybe discuss. So maybe I'm not in much of a chatterbox mood right now. I can go over a few things that have probably been going on lately. Oh, if you haven't noticed, if you have this game for yourself, that is, the Wii U version of Black Ops 2 has taken a little bit of an odd shift. And I really noticed that quite easily. Because back when Black Ops 3 and everything was all new, fresh out, even before that probably, there was a little phase where it got nice and dead, around the online multiplayer of the Wii U. But time passed a little bit, Black Ops 3 came out, it played itself out, I don't know. There was a lot of mixed opinions. I kind of like it. It's really good. It doesn't let me down or anything, but apparently there's a lot of people who aren't really big fans of it. Anywho, time passed, it did its thing, and surprisingly, something that I don't really expect, but somehow this stuff is still alive as ever. Now, the only difference is that, like, yes, it's lively, but if you have this game for yourself, you notice that there's a lot of clowns. And what I mean by clowns is, like, there's a lot of people messing around with the Wiimote. I mean, because if you're not playing with the Wiimote, then what are you doing here? It's basically like that. So you have a lot of people who experimenting with the Wiimote, and then you just go into the theater mode and you look at how they're playing, and it's like, God, you don't know what you're doing, aren't you? Don't you? And it's funny. It just becomes a freak show sometimes. Some game, like I would say about somewhere roughly around 35, between 40% of the time, you could reliably get some just freak shows, a, a group of freak shows just trying to kill each other, and just like gunfights get dragged along so awkwardly because both of the people who are fighting each other don't even know what they're doing, and they're just like trying to control a hose when it's like put on like super pressured water and gets messy. Anywho, I might hopefully I'm putting me and my brother are gonna put in half to get the new Mario Maker for this Wii U. So hopefully I'll be able to do some videos on that. I look forward to it actually, because I know for a fact it's gonna be real fun. Me and my brother can be assholes to each other and the world. Yes, make levels. That's the whole idea, and to play levels by other people. Riveting. So yeah, all that has been going on. Thinking about probably getting some now. When it comes to the virtual console section, it's really hard to like really pick out anything on the Wii U. I mean, I really don't know. I mean, there are a few titles like Mario Kart 64 and Donkey Kong 64 that really seem like a good idea because you can play it on the Wii U without having to suffer emulation problems, the occasional little emulation problems, and everything. And they're reliably fun. Those are reliably fun games. But other than that, I mean, virtual console section on the eShop really is hard to really find a reason to actually get any of those games when you look at most of those games and stuff being like, oh well, I could just play an emulator and plug that right in for free and everything. Yeah, that's kind of a bit of a troublesome thing. And I don't know. It's just I really want the Wii U to be really fun, and that's the only thing. If it wasn't for that, the Wii U, oh my God, would just be blatantly better than the other two, the Xbox One and the PS4. But one thing you're gonna really realize when you're a Wii U owner is, or related to a Wii U owner in my case, is that there's not a lot to choose from. I mean, you got a few good games here and there, but man, oh man, you gotta be doing a lot of digging to find anything really worth, you know? Don't not ask me what happened there. I am just as clueless as you are, and it happened again. Anywho, yeah, lack of content. If they could do like a nice update of the eShop, or I don't know, man, just get a lot more stuff in there worth getting, then it'll be easier for us people to really decide. All right, well, what do I want? Because you're in that situation where like you have some money left over from what you do with it or normally and everything, and you just have some little extra money, sitting around. What am I gonna buy? You know, and then that's where the problem begins because you don't want to buy something that you regret either. Oh, hey, match is over. I guess I'll probably do another one. Alrighty, so back to what I was saying. And you have some spare money and you want to do something with it. And what better thing than to think like, oh well, something to improve the quality of fun that I want to have with the system. I don't want it just collecting dust. Nobody's playing it. Let's revive this thing a little bit. And you're just looking what to get, and it's hard, man. With the Wii U, it's hard to find something really worth buying. I've been thinking between Mario Maker and DK64 and Mario Kart 64, and then maybe some DLC for the Smash 4. Maybe, I don't know. I know the Mario Maker is definitely on top of all the others because that I know for a fact is going to be loads of fun. Hours and hours we're talking about, like playing and videos to spit out. Because you have to be passionate about something if you want to even make videos about it, really. Can't just, I mean, you can force yourself. You can. Let's not deny that. But if it ain't worth and it costs you money, and money is not really something that grows out of your ass, then you're not really gonna be enjoying yourself. To put things in perspective. That and what else? Man, I forgot what else I was gonna say. But yeah, it's really good that this game is really still alive and everything. I mean, I thought it was doomed, man. Like, for a while, there was a phase where I thought, man, nobody even played this. But no, man, the longevity of this game is really something that amazes me. I mean, we're in what, like 2016? When did this game come out? I have no idea, but it's aged really well. I can tell you that for sure. The fact that people are still playing this and you can reliably get games in. Every now and then there's some bothersome lag, but I mean, what game isn't like that? But the fact that you can reliably get in some games in no time virtually, I mean, whatever. It may just be deathmatch and domination and whatnot, but it's something. I would really like more variation. That's my only problem. And nobody goes to capture the flag here for hardcore or anything else. Really is a bummer. I mean, you can do it, believe me, but not without a lot of patience. Like we're talking about, you have to get in the room, motherfucker, and you have to wait there and like no do something while you're waiting. And then maybe you'll eventually get like one or two other fuckheads, and they'll drop a couple of times, and then they'll eventually stick there and behave. And then you could actually get a game. I actually did it like maybe twice, or maybe 3 times with multi-team because I love multi-team personally. But as we all know, if you own this game for the Wii U, you would know that it's never it's zero. It never has anything going on. So I encourage anybody who's watching this video, get in those unorthodox game types. Get in multi-team and I don't know, all those other kinds of stuff that people don't usually get into. Capture the flag. There we go. Hard point. Get in all those good stuff, man, because those game types certainly are fun. I have no idea why people are not playing them. So anyway, that'll be the end of my rant. Go on and try it out because I mean it's worth it. You will eventually get a game out, but like I said, not without a lot of patience. Later. Oh yes, and while I'm on the topic of joining the unorthodox, add me on my PS3. You could see it right here, my PS3 account. So we could play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And maybe some other games, Mortal Kombat, what is the game? Marvel vs. Capcom 2. What else do I have? Call of Duty Go. Well, actually, you know what? My PS3 disc system, the disc reader is kind of having problems, so some of those games I might not be able to play, but the download is definitely like this game right here, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be able to play with y'all, so do that too.